Hello guys, welcome to this Java tutorial for beginners. In our today's video, we will talk about the concept of boxing and unboxing conversions, which is associated with the wrapper classes in Java. So without wasting time, let's get started. Now let us see what a wrapper class is. So a wrapper class is a class that wraps or encloses the primitive data types and provides additional functionality. And the main purpose of a wrapper class is to convert primitive data type into corresponding objects. Next we have boxing. So boxing is nothing but conversion of primitive data type into their corresponding wrapper classes. And unboxing is the reverse of boxing, which is your conversion of a wrapper type into their corresponding primitive type. Right? So now let us understand this with the help of the program. Now let us understand wrapper classes with help of this program. So here on line 6 we have our variable I, which is of the primitive integer type. But on line 8 we have the corresponding wrapper class object, which is of the integer type. And you can say that this is the wrapper class because it starts with the uppercase and it contains the full name of the data type, right? So on line 8 we have a integer class object, and as it is an object, so we can invoke any methods on it, unlike our primitive data types, right? So on line 10 what I do is I try to invoke the toString method on the reference of integer object. So let me run this program now. Now let me compile and execute the program. So here you can see we have the output as 3. So similar to our integer wrapper class, we have the wrapper classes for the other data types like byte, short, long, float, double, boolean and character. Alright. Now there are multiple ways to create wrapper class objects. So first is by assignment, which is something like this. Then we have the constructors, and finally by calling the static methods of wrapper class. So whenever we are assigning a primitive value to the wrapper class variable, then it is called as autoboxing. So here we are using the concept of autoboxing because we are assigning the primitive value to the wrapper class object. Alright. So until your Java 8, you can also create the wrapper class object with help of the constructor. So here on line 14, I have created the integer constructor, right? So here I have the new keyword and then the integer data type. Right. So let me run this program now and the output should display 23. Alright. Now let me compile and execute the program. So just ignore this warning as I am using the latest version of my Java. So let me run it. And now you can see I have the output as 23. And one thing you must note is that you can also pass the string argument to the constructor. So for this integer wrapper class, I can pass the string argument and then also the program will run successfully. So let me run this program now. So let me compile and execute the program and let me run it. And here you can see we have the output as 24. Now your last way to create your wrapper class object is by using the starting method of wrapper class. So here you have your value of method, which is the static method, and you can invoke this on any wrapper class and simply pass the argument. Alright. So we have seen 3 methods to create the wrapper class object. So first is by using the assignment, which is also called as autoboxing, then by the use of constructors, and finally the use of static method, which is value of. Alright. And one thing that you need to know is that apart from the other wrapper class objects, you also have void as the wrapper class, right? So void is also a wrapper class, although it does not wrap any primitive value and is not instantiable. Alright. Now let us talk about unboxing. So unboxing is nothing but simply converting from the wrapper class object to the primitive data type, right? So here we have this integer object and we are converting it into the int primitive data type, right? So this is nothing but unboxing since we are just assigning it to the primitive data type, right? So let me run this program and the output should be 23. So let me compile the program and let us execute it. And here you can see we have the output as 23. Now, all the wrapper classes define methods of the format primitive value, where the term primitive refers to the exact primitive data type name, right? So on line 14, I am writing this int. Similarly, on line 17, I am writing char. Simply, it means that I am converting it into the primitive data type. All right. So let me run this program now. Now let me compile and execute the program. So let me run it. And here you can see we have the output as 23 and A. So that is it for the today's video. And don't forget to subscribe for more Java programming videos like this. And I will see you until next time.